Maj.Gens have friends or family serving in the military.
So it makes sense to touch base with our local military leaders and see what issues are affecting that community and all of San Diego County. Military reporter Leah Sutton is talking to one of those leaders right now. Leah?
Well, joining us today is Major General Stephen Busby, Commanding General of the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing. A prior enlisted Marine, General Busby entered the Marine Corps in 1979 and then served primarily as a C-130 Hercules transport pilot. He came to San Diego from Washington, where he served on the staff of the Joint Chiefs and then assumed command of the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing last summer. And here with General Busby is the 3rd MAW's senior enlisted leader, Sgt.Maj Anthony Spadaro. And General Busby, thank you so much for being here today. You know, I know that one of the things that you're really stressing is solidarity between the officer and the enlisted ranks. What really stands out over the past 7 months since you took command in that respect?
Well, probably one event that we had last Friday. We started morning color ceremonies every month at Miramar. Last Friday was the first one of those events, and we turned control over to who is the very important person inside of 3rd MAW, not me, not the Sergeant Major, but our Marine NCO. And it was represented by Sergeant Centelfort, and he ran the ceremony start to finish, and it was just absolutely phenomenal. We recognized Black History Month, Tuskegee Airmen, Montfort Point Marines, and this young man was absolutely incredible. It was a fantastic morning.
Well, that is great to hear. Now, you know, in the Marine Corps, there's a lot of things happening right now as we tighten budgets and we start shifting our focus away from Afghanistan. So what are your priorities moving forward to really keep the wing ready for any mission that it may face in the future?
Well, our first priority always is, actually it's higher than priority one, is supporting those forward. You know, for us it's an absolute, it's a given that anybody who's deployed around the world, whatever they need, whatever they want, we provide it to them. After that, inside of 3rd MAW, there's really two things, and it would be managing the complex transitions we've got going. Joint Strike Fighter, as an example, the MV-22, our HMLA Yankee Zulu program at Camp Pendleton. And the second one is just continuing to build committed, engaged leaders at all levels across our Marine Corps inside of 3rd MAW. Those are the two things that really dominate our time.
Okay. Well, right now the wing is operating mostly Vietnam-era aircraft aside from the Osprey, and over the next decade you're really going to be transitioning to entirely new aircraft. You know, can you tell us what are the challenges that you really expect to see with these new platforms, particularly the F-35 and Yuma?
Well, like any new program, you have a lot to learn about the new airplane, and it takes some time to get the program on its feet. We're well on that way with VMFA 121 over in Yuma. They've got 3 airplanes. We're going to continue flying here real soon. They're on a path to success. Just like our MV-22 program has been, we continue to transition on the West Coast. We support transitioning the MV-22 in Okinawa, Japan. We've already sent them 1 squadron. We're in the process of building the 2nd squadron. It's just a matter of managing those transitions against operational requirements on a day-to-day basis.
Well, just to close, I have to ask about sequestration with that deadline coming up in a couple of days here. How will 3rd MAW be affected if Congress doesn't act to prevent those across-the-board budget cuts?
I think, like all the senior leaders in D.C. have mentioned, that if sequestration happens, our ability to balance budget cuts across all different areas within the budget doesn't exist. They're just individual cuts across the entire budget, and we're not able to prioritize, and we'll have to deal with the aftermath. It'll be difficult.
Well, thank you so much to both of you for being here today and sharing your insights with us. Again, that was Major General Stephen Busby, Commanding General of the 3rd Marine Aircraft Wing, as well as Sergeant Major Anthony Spadaro. Catherine, Christine, back to you.
Thank you, Leah.
When people have to evacuate